vile mlivyo kumeonyesha ya kwamba na hata nyinyi mmefurahia sana na kazi ambayo ninaifanya ya kusaidia wananchi wenzetu. Hangekuwa tajiri kama si jasho yako. Hakuna haja ya kwenda sasa hadi kwao kuambia mimi nataka kura. Wao wanajua kama mimi nafaa.
Nyumba itomoku atia
back again now. KW. Kareke, nazadigita. Kareke, nazadigita. Kareke.
Utakuja kipea kila mse 10K.
Hata mimi akinipea giri 5. Ile kina rafuta hiyo. Hiyo ni
Empathy was taught to me as this abstract idea of figuratively putting yourself in another person's shoes and feeling and imagining what they would be feeling. It's an idea that requires a level of imagination and an even greater level of compassion. And being in the village for the last 1 week now, I've come to understand something different. That empathy requires action. That empathy demands action. The examples of empathy I see here are, an example of empathy I see here is the hospitality that's offered, that's on display, you know. And a stranger might walk into your homestead and they are immediately served with whatever food you were preparing at the time. And in certain instances, they're given something to live with. Wanapatiwa kakitu waende nayo. The second example is how tight-knit these people are. Like, problems at the village are attacked together. Whether it's a celebration or a solemn time, they come together and they become that individual's safety net. Whether it's resources, whether it's time, whether it's effort, they stand with you all the way, all through the journey. I would love to see this kind of radical empathy all through the country, but sadly there are those who argue against it. They claim or they argue that it's naive, that there are those who seek to exploit your compassion, right, for their own selfish ends. That it's exhausting at the end of the day. Like, what they tell you is, I have my own problems to deal with. Why should I add on, another's? What I say is empathy is not this tap that you can simply turn on and off. It's an act of faith that strips away all forms of apprehension. Empathy allows us to reconcile with our own suffering first and with the suffering of our countrymen. And that only pulls us closer together. Of course you have to be smart when you're dealing with somebody of poor character. But this shouldn't be an indictment against empathy. It shouldn't be your excuse to close yourself off to compassion. An embrace of empathy is an embrace of your community. And at the end of the day, it's an embrace of yourself. You become a beacon of hope for so many. And that beacon attracts this movement of love around it. So guys, let's fight this fight together. Let's hold each other. And if we do that, we're only destined to succeed.
There may not be, as much humanity in the world as one would like to see. But there is some. There's more than one would think. In any case, if you break faith with what you know, that's a betrayal of many, 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 many people. I may know 6 people, but that's enough. Love has never been a popular movement, and no one's ever wanted really to be free. The world is held together, really it is held together, by the love and the passion of very few people. Otherwise, of course, you can despair. Walk down the street of any city, any afternoon and look around you, what you got to remember is what you're looking at is also you. Everyone you're looking at is also you. You could be that person. You could be that monster. You could be that cop. And you have to decide in yourself not to be.